Good evening. This is Hunter, or Cifaretto, my character name on the Ascension server Bronzebeard. I just want to wish everyone a happy new year, and I hope everyone had a safe and healthy and fun start to 2026. This is going to be my first kind of short-form content video. I generally like to talk for a long time and really go into detail. But today I'm going to go over just one gear set that I put together. And the reason I'm talking about this particular gear set is because on this private server, there's a lot of horizontal progression. And what I mean by that is there's lots of different avenues that you can take to be in a respectable spot to do like endgame, dungeons, raiding, world bosses, etc. And today we're going to be talking about the Worldforged items, which are just items you can find scattered across Azeroth on the two main continents in various locations. I finally put together a build that is all Worldforged gear. Didn't do any... There's no dungeons that I ran to get these gear. There's no world bosses I did to get this gear. There's no raids. There's no quest I did to get this gear. And also, I've kind of really honed in my ability to locate where some of these things are by memory. So when we go through each item real quick, I will pull up the map and show you exactly where it is. So I hope you find that helpful. This is not a S tier or A tier kind of build that I'm making. I'm actually having a hard time figuring out what the real theme is on this. But it's still respectable. I think it leans a little more into like defensive play with decent stamina and also CTC, defense rating, and a little bit of items that boost your attack power. So that's just something to note, because there's only so many plate Worldforged items. And so without further ado, I'm going to show you my Worldforged set that I put together. And also be aware that not all of these are fully upgraded, but I am going to show you the fully upgraded versions of these items at the end of the video. For my headpiece, I'm using one of my favorite male plate headpieces in the game, the Flayer's Helmet. The stat spreads on some of these Worldforged items you'll see are not as high as some of the items you get from raids or even some dungeons, but that's okay. We have enchants to make that up. And these items provide other benefits. For instance, the Flayer's Helmet, I'm not using it for its raw stats. I'm using it for its really respectable armor, and I'm using it for a 17 hit rating increase. Critical strike's just bonus. And this can be found in the Eastern Kingdoms, West Plaguelands, around, like, right here. Gonna hover over here for a sec, so if anyone needs to take a screenshot. Alright, and for the neck piece, we have a 10 stamina neck piece called the Crystallized Amulet. I was told about this by a fellow protection paladin that I play with named Chadrick. It's very much traditional mitigation via your block. It can help boost the damage of your Shield of Righteousness. It can help mitigate damage not only on boss auto attacks, fierce blows, not as much on fierce blows. I don't think it's that significant, and I talked about that in my last video, but it's still a pretty high stamina neck piece. And two alternatives you could use here could be the Scalebane Pendant, which is 11 stamina, 10 fire resist, more for Molten Core, and then the Golden Nugget, which I don't know where that is, but it's like hit rating 14 stamina, 10 strength. But I don't know where that one is. But I do know where this one is. So let's go to Eastern Kingdom still. And we will go to Stranglethorn. And it is right here in the Crystal Vein Mine. And these two are fully upgraded. So Flayer's Helmet is fully upgraded, and the Crystallized Amulet is fully upgraded. Another fully upgraded item I have, the Argent Sentry Pauldrons. These are found in Eastern or Western Plaguelands. I'll pull it up on the map. I'll be able to locate it. But pretty respectable armor. I think the shoulders that have higher armor, or the only shoulders that I think have higher armor, is probably one of the, a weird mythic dungeon item, or the blood-soaked pauldrons ascended that has 600 armor. Maybe the stone form shoulders has higher armor as well. But very good armor. Okay stat spread. I add the plus 16 stamina. Zandalar Signet of Endurance shoulder enchant. Because this build does lean a little heavier on attack power, you could go for the attack power Zandalar Signet of Might enchant. I generally still like to do stamina. I'm sure there's some other plate shoulders, but these are the ones I found. And let me pull it up on my map real quick. I want to say it's East Plaguelands. I think they're like right here. Right around here. Let me just double check the Western Plaguelands maps to make sure I'm not fooling you people. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. They're in Eastern Plaguelands. Okay. Wintergale Cloak, the best cloak in the game for any tank, I think. Despite its low armor, it gives you 17 stamina, and then the equipped effect is plus 10 stamina, so you get 27 stamina on one piece. You get a nice boost to your spell power, and perhaps most importantly of all, you get 17 expertise. I think there's only 2 items in this build that I have expertise on. That's really all you need. And you can find this in Winter Spring, very close to the flight path. So let's go to Kalmador. And we'll go down to Winter Spring. So you go to Everlook, and it's right off the main path here in Starfall Village in like a little hut or house. Very easy to find. Let's leave my cursor here for a sec. Alright. Just a very good cloak for your health pool. If you're going for more block, you would use the Ashen Cape and Burning Steps, but because some of these other plate Worldforged pieces don't provide the raw stats, get them from this piece. That would be my recommendation. Alright, the Carapace Plated Chest. I'm honestly not sure if I've upgraded this one all the way, so let's just see. I have not. So this is the fully upgraded version. So it increases your attack power even more. And then it starts to give you a little more respectable stats. 15 strength, 14 stamina. Really high armor. I mean, Zandalar Freethinker Ascended has higher armor. And maybe Mythic Molten Core Lawbringer has higher armor. But that's about it. And you can find this piece... and I'm using the 100 health chest enchant. I think when I fully upgrade this, I might switch it to the expertise one, because I am still running Glyph of Vengeance, or Glyph of Corruption. But that being aside, this is found in Ungoro Crater, which is Kalmador, Ungoro, and it's right around here, like slightly southwest of the base of Fire Plume Ridge. It's a pretty easy piece to find. Another non-fully upgraded one. I don't know. I don't think I've seen many other wrist plate pieces. Again, more attack power. Yeah, this is clearly not upgraded because it's only 9 strength, 9 stamina, and then I use the 9 stamina enchant. But let's look at the fully upgraded version and just kind of see where we're going to go with this piece. Okay, not much. How much armor does it increase by? A middling upgrade. Attack power by how much? Critical strike by how much? I'll wait on upgrading this. I think I'm going to upgrade the chest piece first. And we'll get to the other ones a little bit. The Ashen Fall Vambraces. So there's a lot of really great Worldforged items and Burning Steps. And this one's right by the flight path. It's like right here. Right where my mouse is hovering. It's by like a couple Dragonkin spawns. It shouldn't be a problem at level 60 at all. And those are the Ashen Fall Vambraces. I don't know where the Iceforged gauntlets spawn, I'm sorry. I don't know many people who do. This was before I decided to be a YouTube celebrity, so I didn't document everything. But these are very, very good. I know the stats don't seem that great, but you will not find a better block value handpiece in the game that has very good armor. Now there's an alternative. That's pretty close to, I don't think it's as good, but you get better stats with these Eversleet handguards, right? These are from Winter Spring. You still get good shield block, and you get some parry. And the armor is still the same, so they're comparable, but I think these do beat out them with the defense rating increase and just the pure shield block. But Eversleet can be found in Winter Spring, so let's pull Winter Spring back up. Oops, sorry. They are pretty far south. I believe they're right here in the base of this cave. I don't know if they're in the cave or not, but they're like around here. There's a lot of like Winter Spring Burning Step stuff. Speaking of Winter Spring, very good belt, I think. This one is fully upgraded. Not quite as high armor as like Unmelting Ice, not as much raw stats, but it has the same defense rating, or actually, it might be a lower defense rating, but it does give you that shield block rating, which the Unmelting Ice and the Lawbringer and the Deathbone Girdle don't give you. There's not that many like defensive belts. I think the only two defensive belts I really think of that come to mind are, okay, we've got Mastersmith Girdle, we've got Unmelting Ice, probably best in slot, the Molten Core, Lawbringer Waist, and like the Belt of Bravery. Those would be like the defensive belts. But as far as Worldforged stuff, Cold Snap Girdle's good. Also Winter Spring. Let's go back to Michigan here. They're pretty far up here. Right around here. The Cold Snap Girdle. Right here. Ogre Fingersleeve. I believe this is Blasted Lands. I don't have the coordinates for this, but I think it's by like an ogre spawn in Blasted Lands. Please someone correct me if I'm wrong. This is a very good item. Yes, the raw stats are not good. I make that up for the defense. I think this is Synchronist's Sigil that I use here. So it's 10 more defense rating, 10 stamina, 12 spell power. Maybe when I fully upgrade this, I'll do Presence of Might for the block value. I'm not really sure, because some pieces in this build also scale to spell power. So that's why this does have a very balanced sort of theme to it. I'm not exactly sure. Like, off-tanking this would be pretty good, I think. You'd hold threat pretty well. You might have to tell your healers to watch your mana pool, because on my main set, I have, like, almost 10,000 health, no buffs, but I'm a fucking psychopath, so that's why. For the Ogre Fingersleeve, let's go to this guy, because I don't think I fully upgraded it. Let's see how much it changes. Okay, we get about 27 armor increase, no increase to the stamina, 4 increase to the defense rating, expertise seemingly seems the same. Okay, this is not as much of an upgrade as I wanted, but yeah. I guess when I do eventually upgrade this, however long that takes, I will probably add Presence of Might to it. And it's Blasted Lands, I'm pretty sure. I just don't have the coordinates. The only plate feet Worldforged piece I think I have that exists right now are the Purple Steppers. Respectable armor. Middling stats. I've added the +7 stamina. And I only did that because I do have a Drain Eye, so I don't care so much about hit rating. But I think maybe if I needed to, like, fully upgrade, because these are not fully upgraded, I would do maybe +5 hit rating, the lesser accuracy boot enchant.
Hello.
I'm just gonna see if it's with the purple steppers fully upgraded. I think I just have one more. So again, the stats don't go up too much. Defense rating, does that change? Parry rating goes up a little bit. And the armor goes up a little bit. I think I'd probably stick with the stamina enchant, honestly, and just raid with my Draenei whenever I decide to use this. Alright, fully upgraded Ebon Crypt. Oh, fuck, sorry guys. I know where the purple steppers are, and they're in Silithus, so we have to go back to Kalimdor, and we go to Silithus. They are right here in, like, one of the Twilight post camps. Okay, like, right around here where my cursor is. Ebon Crypt Band. I'm not sure where this drops. It's a very good finger piece. Somewhat similar to the Geoband in ways, just because of you get so much hit rating from it, and you do get, you know, respectable stats for a ring. I'm pretty sure this is fully upgraded, but I just want to double check. Ebon Crypt Band. Yep, it's fully upgraded. So the fully upgraded Ebon Crypt Band is 13 strength, 11 stamina, hit rating 13, haste rating 13, which I like because I've started to cast Holy Light a lot more to either heal myself, heal the other tank, or just heal someone else in the party and try and get some spot healing out and help out in even more ways. My favorite glitchy piece, Geoband. So you get an impressive 14 hit rating. I believe you get like 15 or 16 hit rating on the ZG version. And this is fully upgraded, so it's almost like you don't want to upgrade this piece. You get 1 more stamina on the upgrade, which is 10 health. But your hit rating will go down by 1. Maybe your spell power goes up by 2. I think your critical strike goes down by 1, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a piece that I actually wouldn't upgrade because it's fucked up. But I know where this one is as well. And we're going back to Abu Dhabi and Silithus. I think it's like right around here. Again, like close to like the Twilight camps. I don't know the exact area, but it's like in the middle of the map around here. The Geoband. It's by where, like, the Geomancers spawn, obviously. Okay. I really like this ring, by the way. I think it is A tier. Echo of Aessina. This is fully upgraded. Plus 14 stamina. Increases your shield block rating by 16. Call upon the Echoes of Aessina to aid you in combat on a 5-minute cooldown. I don't use this one that much. I find it, for my playstyle, generally I'm more of an active player, and I find this piece to be a little more passive. I'm assuming the Echoes of Aessina, whatever that is, will do damage. I don't think they heal you like the Timbermaw Ancestor does. But at least it's a 5-minute cooldown. I haven't really tested this piece, but I know where to find it. It's very good for shield block, and it gives you a respectable 14 stamina. Let's go to Kalimdor. Let's go to Ashen Vale. It is, if the flight pass right here, the Shrine of Aessina. It's right there at the shrine. And that's it. And we have the Elder Pipe. A very, very good item. It's probably the one I would, once you beat Ragnaros on normal, this and the Flayer's Helm would be the first pieces I would upgrade to full. A very respectable 19 stamina trinket, and a very, very generous hit rating by 20. And I guess I'll show off the effect here, why not? Turns everyone into kobolds. I love that. Anyway. It's very good. Not for that stupid effect, unless it can stop Golemag or Ragnaros on Ascended. I don't think it does, though. But they... this piece can be found in, what, Searing Gorge, right? Yes. Searing Gorge around here. It's called the Elder Pipe. I think you have to go into, like, the mines, like one of the Blackrock mines, in Searing Gorge, and do the, it's where, like, they have their, like, pillows or underwear or whatever. That part, that quest. Ancient Dark Iron Mace. If you've kept up with my videos, you'll know where this is, but in case you have not, let's go to good old Arathi Highlands. It's under the bridge. I believe that was a #1 hit by the Red Hot Chili Peppers in 1991. You go under the water. And maybe there's a better perspective from wetlands. I mean, it's just like right here. And because we're at wetlands, the shield I'm about to show you is here, Grim Batal, where the dragons are. And it's called the Crimson Dragon Scale, and it's a fantastic shield for Molten Core. It gives you shadow and fire resist, which is good against Lucifron, and it's good against all the mobs that are the trash mobs that do fire damage, and all the bosses that do fire damage. Obviously, don't go into Ascended Molten Core with this set; you won't have enough fire resist. But I'm just explaining the use case. Again, shout out to Expand in the Prot Pally Discord. This is fully upgraded. I think Ebon Crypt banned down. All this stuff's fully upgraded. Martyr Crossbook. Let's go to Stranglethorn again. Expand was the one who kind of put this piece out there. And another reason why I mainly use this, that makes this build run a little more offensive, even though you do have a decent defense rating and decent block rating, is it's like an 11 strength relic or Libram, and it gives you 9 hit rating. So let's go back to the best zone in the game. It is... it's like right here. There's like a cave. I don't think it's like marked on the map necessarily. It's not the ruins of Zul'Mamwe. But there's like an elite in the cave that you have to kill. It's like right around here. Where I'm hovering over. So just keep looking and you'll find it. And I believe the Martyr Crossbook is fully upgraded. So with this Worldforged set, right now, like everything's not fully upgraded. So I imagine my stamina, my base stamina will get to around like 6,400, 6,500. If I can make some changes to some pieces. Maybe I could switch this to Eversleet. Get some, I think that would give me like 30 extra health. Get 60 health here with the belt enchant. I guess the stamina doesn't change here. That's kind of fucked. So, yeah, you know, it's not the highest stamina set. But, you could use this for off-tanking. You could probably get away with running this fine on, like, normal and heroic raids. Like, it's not... with decent enough healers, this is fine. I mean... you have enough built-in mitigation. You don't have to min-max everything. And like I said, this is for horizontal progression. So say you just made an alt and you haven't done all your heroic dungeons, your mythic dungeons, your world bosses, your raids. These are really easy items to get. You can do like your first level 60 upgrade, I think, with a certain amount of runes. And then you just go into a Hakar normal. Kill Hakar on normal, upgrade. Go into Molten Core normal, kill Ragnaros, get your MC upgrade depending on the items. And I'm not saying, like, follow this set to a T. These are just items that I wanted to showcase. And it's, like, something I'm going to try and see what its benefits are, because I haven't really done much testing on it. Obviously, it has lower stamina than a lot of my other gear, but it has a lot of, like, interesting effects on pieces, like haste rating, critical strike, spell power, attack power. This has spell power, this has block value, you get parry, you just get like, it's pretty diverse, which, you know, I guess that makes the world go round, and it's something I'm gonna test in my next raid. I might try and get some gold, oh, and one thing to note is, like, an easy way to upgrade your Runes of Ascension, instead of, like, paying real money or like doing dailies is doing like PvP and getting arena and honor points to get golden marks of war. Each golden mark of war turns into 1,000 runes of Ascension. And that's a very easy way to kind of get those pieces upgraded faster than you would by just waiting every day or spending real money. If you're a rich player in game, you can go to the auction house and buy like the golden mark of war to upgrade your items. And so yeah, here's a little bit of a short form video for you. Nothing else really to say. I think in my next video, I'm going to have some guests on. We're going to talk about Druid tank. We're going to talk about Shaman tank. We might get some healer perspectives in. I might do some collabs with some of my guild mates and Demise, just talking about maybe not even WoW, but just like life in general and other such content. But I hope everyone had a happy new year, and hope to see you all online, and let's make 2026 a great year. Cifaretto signing out.